Sensor network applications. What are the applications of sensor network? Sensor network is designed to perform so many operations like high-level information processing task. It is like detection, tracking, classification. So while we are going for these applications, we can able to identify the false alarms, classification error and tracking quality. So few applications we are going to see related to sensor network now. What are all the applications? The applications are like environmental monitoring, industrial sensing and diagnostics, infrastructure protection, battlefield awareness, then context aware computing. What does it mean? Environmental monitoring, which is nothing but just identifying the traffic, the nature of the habitat while it was in island or forest or whatever the places, then security. Industrial sensing and diagnostics means which is nothing but we are just going to calculate the situation of the factory, what are all the appliances they have and the supply chain. Then based on infrastructure protection, we can able to identify power grids, water distribution. Not only that, what are all the various factors affecting the infrastructure building. Then battlefield awareness, which is nothing but multi-target tracking. Multi-target in the sense it is not only tracking a single object, instead they are doing multi-operation at a time. Then context aware computing, which is nothing but home automation system. That is what the people are doing nowadays, that they used to call it as a home automation system using IoT. So the first example we are going to see about habitat monitoring. Actually, this habitat monitoring in 1960s, actually they have started the sensor network, and the University of California, Berkeley, they have started one application which is nothing but they are just finding the nesting behavioral nature of a bird, the bird which is called it as a petrel and which was like in the island place. So what the people have done is they have started with research for the habitat nature of this particular bird. So they have installed, it's like 190 wireless sensors they have monitored, they have used to monitor the habitat of the nesting nature of the petrel. So what they have done is they are just calculating, they are just observing the data and just checking the petrel nature inside the burrow. Then near to the burrow, likewise they have just monitored. So you can just look at here, the main advantages is the untethered matchbox size sensors they have left in the burrows. Then for long they have just kept some distance and they have just identified the location, then the nature of the particular bird. You can just look at the diagram. This is what the bird called, and the bird which has the nose is little bit longer, and wherever this white part, this is what your sensor node locations. So they have just kept here inside the burrow side of the bird. Then they have kept the sensor node for the laptop, the persons were sitting there with the laptop, then the position of the satellite, then here they are having the research lab. So many locations they have just kept the sensor node and they have captured the data. This is habitat monitoring application. Then number 2, the application is they have just tracking the chemical blooms. Chemical blooms in the sense which is nothing but they can't able to identify whenever the blooms are coming off from the industries. So this is one way of application using the sensor node. It was an hazardous chemical gas leak occur in a particular chemical processing unit. They can able to find out the person inside the part. They can easily carry out. So there is a team called the SWAT. They are sensor network team and they have 3 unmanned aerial vehicle and they have just immediately launched from the particular hazardous area. It is from 15 miles south of that particular accident and they have just having some 1,000 tiny very small wireless chemical sensing nodes and they have just placed inside the accidental zone and have they just identify how it came, where it came and which location, how fast it is moving and what was the shape. Those data they have trapped and they have tracked using this sensor node application. The third one is smart transportation. So smart transportation, it is mainly because of the safety of the human being and moreover it will not confuse the person, those who are in the roadside. So they have just embedded the sensor on the roadbed alongside highways and they have just measuring the traffic flow. So they have just setting the cameras at the street for they can able to calculate the traffic violation. And not only that, even though these sensor nodes which can capable of identifying the speed of a particular vehicle and whether they are following the traffic rule, those information also they can able to calculate. So car not only few vehicle they can able to track car, truck equipped with wireless sensors. They can able to identify the collision and other road hazards also. So due to that they can able to avoid traffic hotspots, that is they can easily capture those portions and they can avoid the traffic. That is the another application. So you can just look at this. There are so many applications we have. We have seen some 3 case studies. So we are going for the sensor network. There are transportation, industrial, then agricultural, urban, terrain tracking, entertainment, security and surveillance, then healthcare monitoring as well as medical diagnostics. And not only that, even they can able to go for power stations for the purpose of energy control system. So they can easily capture the energy management. So put together all, we have some of the few applications. The main thing is environmental tracking. They can able to find out the detection of forest, tracking of animals, able to detect the flood, forecasting, weather prediction, then military application, health application, patient and the doctor. They can able to identify the disease. Not only that, the patient can able to easily discuss about the problem with their doctors. Then traffic, that is dynamic routing management. Then industrial process monitoring, automated building, climate control, ecosystem and habitat monitoring we can able to perform using this sensor network applications. Thank you.